First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to you, Akim, and you Akwat that believe in all sincerity. So, as you see here, this is Ask Dr. Brown's channel, okay, on YouTube. And the name of this video was Esau White. This was the man that debated Al-Azhar from Sakari, okay? And basically, he's denying the fact that the so-called white man is Esau Edom. And we've heard this argument all one too many times, okay? But the scriptures make it plain. The scriptures actually point a finger, okay, to the so-called white man, okay? Because he's not white, he's actually red, okay? Meaning the blood shows forth through his skin. And if you can look and see this man on your screen, he's not white, he's red. You see, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai doesn't see how men see, okay? And brothers have done videos on this. I know the brother from Vegas, I know the Apostle Gabar have done videos. Other elders have done videos on this. And I just wanted to, put my spiritual 2 cents in, okay? So, really, they're the Edomites, okay, and they are the wicked, and it's funny that he can deny, okay, that his people are Edomites, but yet you cannot deny the rape, robbery, and murder committed by this nation of people, okay, the so-called white men, Caucasians. That cannot be denied, yet they will deny it time and time again, okay? And that's really because they're proud, all right? This is the book of Obadiah. Let's read what the scriptures have to say. And I'm going to start in the second verse. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Okay? That they are greatly despised among the heathen because they are the most deceptive, okay? They are the most base. They are the representatives of the heathen. They are, out of all the nations, they are the most for lack of words, incorrigible, okay? It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, okay? So it's telling you right there, okay? And it's telling you, those that dwell in the clefts of the rock, okay? And we know that, the word Caucasian goes back to, cleft dwellers, okay? That is the history of the so-called white man. The Caucasian that means a cleft dweller. You see, they are the that race of Edomites, okay, that dwell in the clefts, right? Now, let's see.
Strong's H2288. Chagavim. Chagavim.
It says, the pride of thine heart had deceived thee. They're greatly deceived, okay, by their pride. They actually believe, okay, that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is with them because they've been able to operate so freely, so to speak. So they deny that they had anything to do with racism, seeing as that it wasn't them, okay? But they have benefited from racism, okay? It says, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? They own the world, okay? They own satellites in outer space. They have exalted themselves above the Israelites. They want to be like the Most High by painting the Most High white, by painting the angels and the prophets white. Okay, they, are able to turn on cameras with their satellites and record you with all these devices. They have technology. The world is really in their hand. Okay, so they've been consumed with pride, and they've deceived themselves because they've been able to operate. They think the Most High is like, like them, is on their side. They think who's going to bring them down, who can make war against them, who can, teach them, they, you know, they're the end all be all. White is right. Okay. And this guy takes the same stance. So he is an Edomite. Okay. And he is the brother of Jacob. Yet, as the story goes, he's rejected. It even tells you that in Hebrews, the 12th chapter, around the 16th verse, he was rejected. Okay. And this was the plan of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Read Romans, the 9th chapter. Okay, this is all by election, and we brought this out time and time again. But this is a spiritual book, and the carnal cannot receive it, and they are the most carnal. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon. Okay, we'll start at the 12th verse. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. You see, the righteous is not for Esau. Okay, the righteous are contrary to the ways of the heathen. Okay, mainly Esau. It says he upbraideth us with our offending the law, and the righteous was made to reprove them. Okay, it even says that in this chapter, the 14th verse. You see, the Israelites, the real Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, they upbraid, they prophesy, they they speak out against the doings of Esau Edom. Okay, we just spoke about the racism, the hardcore oppression, the hardcore captivity that they've inflicted on people. They want nothing to do with it. They want to distance themselves from it. But they have crossed so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You could never apologize enough. So the righteous coming back into the truth are going to upbraid them for their offending of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, his children, and the law. It says an objective to our infamy, the transgressions of our education, right? And we object to their infamous ways that they've came up. Okay, the inception of America, what it was really built upon. All right, the backs of blacks and Latinos, Native Americans. The blood that was shed here, the constant lies, the manipulation, the oppression, okay, the rape, the robbery, the murder, we object to that infamous, reputation. It says he professed to have the knowledge of the Most High, and we do, and he called himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts. And it tells you that in the book of Psalms, that the Lord will set us up in order in front of their eyes. Okay? That they would be reproved. Okay? And they're being reproved now. Okay? The Lord has put a spirit on unlearned men to really tell these Edomites, no, we're not going to listen to you no more. You're going to listen to us. And, truth be told, the truth that we speak is deeper than their truth. Okay? And we say that with humility, but, Christianity is just so bland. This guy, when you hear him speak, he's just blah. You got to take his word for it. Why? Because he's white. Or better yet, he's red. He's a red Hebrew Edomite. They're in the scriptures, no doubt. They're our brother, no doubt. but yet he was rejected. Okay. And that's the Lord's will. It says he is grievous unto us even to behold. So we're grievous unto them even to look at. Okay. They hate righteousness, man. For his life is not like other men's, his ways are of another fashion. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. And this is the scripture, okay, Wisdom of Solomon 2:16, that came to my mind when I saw this video right here. Was Esau white? And truth be told, he was red. Okay. Like, and white people are not white, really they're red. So, it's just a play on words. All right. But we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. And this is the wicked. Okay, remember, it says here at the top, for the ungodly said, reasoning within themselves, but not aright. So this is the ungodly saying this. Okay, the ungodly is the one, which is, these Edomites, they know that we esteem them as counterfeits. Now, when you go into this word counterfeit, it says
counterfeit,
made in exact imitation of something valuable or important with the intention to deceive or defraud. And that's what we're telling the world, the truth, that they're our brothers. Okay, we're Jacob and they're Esau. Okay, and they're trying to deceive the world. Okay, that they are Jacob, you see, and that we're the heathen, you see. So they're trying to get the birthright back because they were rejected. They sold their birthright, pursuant to Hebrews 12:16. Okay. And they cried. Esau cried bitterly. Okay, when he see that he was supplanted, but it was the Most High's will. See, precept upon precept, we understand the story. Okay, but we esteem them as counterfeits. They're trying to, fight for the blessing back, but they're not going to get it because the Most High rejected them. Okay, this is a fraudulent imitation of something else, a forgery. Imitate fraudulently. So they're fraudulent. They're counterfeits. They want to imitate, look alike, okay, replicate, copy. They're fake, They're the fake Israelites. You see, they're Edomites, and they were rejected. They sold their birthright. Okay, does not the scripture say? Let's see if we can get it. Esau despised the birthright. Let's see. Birthright. This is Genesis 25:34. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Okay, because he sold it. Okay, you can read this in Genesis the 25th chapter. I'm not going to read it. But Jacob, 31st verse, and Jacob said, "Sell me this day thy birthright." Okay. And as he came in from hunting, okay, he was cooking a pottage of stew, lentils, okay, and Jacob supplanted him. And Esau was so faint that he was about to die. So he said, "Give me some of that pottage." And Jacob was like, "Sell me your birthright." And he did. And that's why we say that Esau's of that, I want it now, not later spirit.
Strong's H 1062. Bechorah.
Right.
Bechorah.
It says birthright, primogeniture.
And the form just below that, Bechorah. Bechorah.
Right of the firstborn. Okay. What does it say here down at the Strong's? The firstling of man or beast. Right. The firstborn was supposed to be dedicated to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see, so he despised his birthright by selling it, okay, to his brother Jacob. So his right as the firstborn son, okay, he sold it. So that's the will of the Lord. So yeah, we esteem him as counterfeits because he's trying to get something back that he sold, and ultimately he wasn't going to be able to get it back. You know, this is the Lord's will. This is not our will. We're just reading the truth, and which you have tried to hide. This is Romans 9 and 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. You see, the story of Jacob and Esau, that's the story of the so-called black man, versus the so-called white man. You see, they are the older, but they shall serve the younger. Okay? And before they were born, they didn't do any good or evil, but according to the Most High in his election, okay, not of works, not of anything they did, but it's him who calls the shots. It's him, it's his story. It's the Most High story. He can make one vessel to wrath and the other one, as it says here, let me just read it. Romans 9 and 21, hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? They came from the same womb, yet they were separated at birth. Two nations, one shall be stronger than the other, and that's us. We're stronger than them. Okay? And out of one womb came two nations. Okay? One was honorable and the other one was to be dishonorable, which is what? The Edomite nation. Okay, so yes, we esteem you as counterfeits. We know the story, and you are not the you wish, Yeah, you wish, right? All the you wish people. It says we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. They're fakes. They're not godly. They don't want nothing to do with the Most High. The scriptures say they cast instruction behind their back. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounced the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that the Most High is his Father. You see? We boast that Yahweh Bashem Yahshai is with us. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. And that's what they're doing to this day. They want to know if it's true that the Most High is with us. Because as I said, the upper echelon elites, if you will, they know the truth. But this guy, obviously, the Most High is revealing it to him because he's going so hard. He has all these accolades and he wrote books and he has these certificates and this, that, and the third. Well, it's his time to understand the truth. See, the Lord has a funny way of knocking you off your high horse, man. Especially when you're proud and you think, that you're teaching the truth and this, that, and the other. The Lord is really reproving this Edomite. It's just his turn. It's just his turn. And many have come before him only to find that, they're fighting against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. This guy's going to get rolled over. He's going to get steamrolled. If he starts watching the videos, he's just going to get steamrolled. He's just going to come to find out that, he's better off leaving these men alone because he's going to be fighting against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. And that's what they do. They sit and they scoff, and they want to examine, and they want to see if they can find some, chinks in our armor, and one of the lies. That's the first thing he said. One of the lies of the black Hebrew Israelites. Well, we said we're not black. We are the Hebrew Israelites. You say black among white people and their eyes just roll behind their heads. Because obviously, if it's from black people, it's it's ridiculous. That's what he said. That we're twisting scriptures but man, they're gonna come to find out that we're speaking the truth. You see, it says, "Let us condemn him with the shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected." And that's what they want to do. They want to persecute the saints. They want to offer the MOTB. They want this new world order. They want to unleash their masks. These upper echelon Edomites, they can't wait. Donald Trump and Biden, they can't wait for this agenda. It's these lower luminaries, these peons, that they don't know what's going on. They think that if they threaten us with death, that we're gonna stop. Okay, but if the Spirit allows, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, we're gonna continue. It says, "Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness hath blinded them." So they're so proud. Okay, these cleft dwellers, these Caucasians, are so proud that their pride has deceived them. Their wickedness hath blinded them. It says, "As for the mysteries of the Most High, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned a reward for blameless souls." And it's evident through their works. The scriptures say, "You shall know a man by his fruits." Now look at the nation and look at their fruits. Look at what they've done. If anybody, is a murderer, it is them. If anyone is a liar, it is them. If anyone is a robber and a deceiver and Satan, a devil, it would be them. They know not the mysteries of the Most High. They know not of his ways. Because if they did, they would not have crucified the Most High. They would have not had a perpetual hatred towards the children of Israel, which they have to this day. It only makes sense. Their actions does not show that they cared for the wages of righteousness, nor did they discern a reward for being blameless. If anyone deserves condemnation, it is the nation of Esau, Edom. Okay, so just wanted to put my spiritual 2 cents. Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rochakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to you, Akim, and you, Akwat, that believe in all sincerity. Shalom.